Right folks, today we have ourselves a little treat from Morrisons. We have slow cooked smoky barbecue pulled pork. Now I'm a big fan of pulled pork. I must admit I do enjoy it. And I'm interested to see if this was £5 from Morrisons. I'm interested to see if this is worthy or not. So let's take a closer look at the box. It claims to be new. There is their serving suggestion. They've got it in a bun and just some of it on the plate by itself. It does include a sticky barbecue sauce. It serves two. Down here we have the traffic light system. It's ambers across the board, and half a pack or one serving will set you back 384 calories. On the back we get ourselves a little blurb. It says seasoned cooked smoky barbecue flavor pork with a sachet of smoky barbecue flavor sauce. There's the full ingredients. We've got 67% pork and 23% barbecue sauce. There's the full nutritional information for the folks that want it. And up here we get cooking instructions. Basically fan 180 for 25 minutes. You got to go put it in a dish that's got a lid or foil topping. Let it go for 20 minutes. Baste it with its own juices. Cook it for another 5 minutes, and then pour the sauce over, pull it apart and get it served up. Seems simple enough. Right, let's see what we get in the box. I'm keen to get into this. There is our sachet of barbecue sauce. WM shoulder barbecue sauce. Don't know what shoulder barbecue sauce is. And there is our pulled pork. It's not looking to be the largest piece of pulled pork I've ever seen. That's £5. Right. Anyway, I'm going to bang this in the air fryer and I'll get back to you when you're ready for some eating. Right, folks. This is the finished product, fresh out the air fryer. Let me give you a closer look at it quickly. We've got ourselves some seriously loaded chips here. And don't they look good? My word, look at those. Oh, I can't wait to tuck into these. Right, so what we have going on here is there's a layer of chips at the bottom. The chips are generously dusted in aromat. Good chips. They're also crinkle cut chips, because they're about the best for doing loaded fries. We then have a layer of the pulled pork. On top of the pulled pork we've got a sprinkling of crispy onions. On top of the crispy onions, we've got plenty of sliced jalapenos. Then we have a layer of cheddar cheese, a layer of mozzarella cheese. That all went under the grill until the cheese started to brown on top. And then I cracked some black pepper over the top of it. And this is our meal. So let's tackle this thing. I don't know where to begin. Let's get a bit of everything. Obviously we want the pulled pork, right? It looks to be a good mouthful right there. Let's see what this is about. Oh yes. Oh my word, that is magical. Let's dig in the side here. and get some of just the pulled pork. It's cooked up nicely. It fell apart. Like when you use the forks at the end to pull it apart, it just fell apart so easily. Let's just try some of this by itself. Oh, that is good pulled pork. That is good pulled pork. And it's a nice subtle barbecue sauce that I have. Well, that you got in the sachet. Often I find barbecue sauce to be far too sweet. Luckily this is subtle. A lot of the flavors coming from the pork. And it's not, it's still savory, right? It's not super sweet barbecue sauce. So I'm quite pleased about that. And it all works so well as loaded chips or loaded fries. Oh, this was a good idea. This was a very good idea. I'm definitely going to enjoy this. It also works well like this. This is quite a fun meal. Although I've made quite a lot of it here. But this is, I enjoy this sort of meal. This is a very fun meal to make. A fun meal to have. The crispy onions in there give the dish a little bit of a texture when you're chewing on it. The jalapenos add that nice kick of spice. Or at least spiciness. And it all complements the barbecue sauce very well. I mean the barbecue pulled pork, not the barbecue sauce. I'm enjoying this so much I can't even talk properly. There's quite a chunky piece of pulled pork on the end there. When you get a little bit of everything on the fork at once, it's just superb. The blend of, I enjoy the blend of cheese as well. The cheddar and the mozzarella work well together. Especially when you're melting it. I enjoy that also for toasties. Use cheddar and mozzarella on your toasties. It's also pretty good. Oh, this is superb. Let me fish out a bit of the pulled pork by itself again. It really is. It's nice and soft. It just falls apart in your mouth as it should. And again, it's got a nice subtle barbecue sauce. It's not a very sweet barbecue sauce. Sometimes they can be overly sweet. It really does pair well with the rest of the stuff I have here on the plate. This is the pulled pork, as pulled pork goes. I mean, that was £5, so it's £2.50 per serving. Although this is what I've got here is pretty much most of the pack. Not quite all of it, about 3/4 of it. Oh, it really is good pulled pork. And that, whatever that shoulder barbecue sauce is, that's very good. I think the pulled pork by itself is definitely a 4-star experience. It is really good pulled pork. doing the loaded fries with it. This meal is definitely a 5-star experience. As I said, it's fun to make, it's fun to eat, it tastes delicious. And the cracked pepper on the top, along with the jalapenos, just gives you that perfect, like, afterburn on the back of the tongue. It's not one that sits. It's not one that where the burn sits in the throat. And it's obviously a very mild burn, right? Neither of those things are super spicy. Honestly, I can't stop shoveling this in my face. Definitely 4-star experience for the pulled pork. Altogether as a meal, I'm absolutely loving it. It's a 5-star experience. Definitely try this. If you can get hold of this Morrisons pulled pork, try and make this. You won't regret it. It is awesome. Right, and as usual, I'm over talking it. I'm going to go off and enjoy the rest of this. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.